You're transferred into a time of fantasy, a time of war, a time of need. You are born or adopted into a family in the great desert of Araby in the Jaluk Oasis. This tribe has been created by the Order of the Silverhammer, the original witch hunters. And the task has been always to protect against the desert. But what is in the desert? You are growing up as a child. You are in the desert having a lot of fun with other children. Until one day, as you're called into your childhood storytelling time, you go to the campfire where you see Katesh, the village shaman. It is night. You see many other children here, at least about a couple of dozen or so, including yours. So, what would your character be like at this time of his life?
How old are we?
About 10 or so.
Probably following John Action around, looking kind of like a lost puppy.
I think at this stage of his life and his youth, he is, I would say, incredibly impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
He gets himself in a lot of fucking trouble.
I'm probably there trying to get him out of that trouble.
Yeah.
You should.
Ketra gets in a fight.
You should
They're not good fights either. They're like she's curb stomps them kind of fight.
Dwarf comes in, already full height to us as a giant. Good God, man.
You sit by that fire, look up into that moon, hear the crickets in the background chirping. The pale moonlight shines upon your face as the fire pit lights up in a strange, unnatural color. As the village elder comes up to you. Greetings, children. So, it is story time, and you are the future of our tribe. So I will let Katesh, our shaman, tell you about it. As Katesh comes out of the hut, this old witch lady with her apprentice in hand, she throws some kind of a sand into the fire pit, and it lights up completely strange red color as you see an image of some kind of an godlike figure, and it strikes fear into your young mind as everybody goes silent. As the shaman speaks up.
Very afraid.
Cool, children.
Jeez,
it is time for me to tell the tale of the past and your future. As it has been written, our tribe has been tasked of the protection of this great desert from the undead. But not from any old undead. It is him, the one rest of the world cannot mention. The rest of the world who cannot even speak his name. Not told in any stories in these days.
Voldemort.
Nagash, the Lord of Death and Life, whose resurrection has been told by the stars, with a chance of his resurrection most possible on the year of the blood-red moon that shall come in your adulthood. It is your job to stop this resurrection no matter what. As the shaman throws more powder as the image ceases for a while. As the elder speaks up once again. Well now, children, like our dear Katash told you, it will be up to you, so the following years will be tough as we train you till you are ready for your journey and for the forthcoming blood moon. But for now, go to sleep. Have nice dreams about your future. As you're headed back to your little tents, you sleep for now, knowing
Dream of being a valiant knight. Pelican.
we skip ahead a few years as you're teenagers in the village. It's about your working age. You've been training for the couple of last years in your crafts. You've been taught the basics, how to throw a dagger, how to swing with a sword. Do some pottery if you have chosen so. But it is now for you to be assigned a task, a proper task in your village to train you for the future. You go outside of your tent as you see you're puzzling down, as it's your job to find a job. What you will be interested in? You see quite a few persons of interest taking young trainees that you saw so many years ago in that campfire. You see a village warrior, you see an animal herder, you see a scoutmaster, and many other persons of interest who takes apprentices for their jobs.
Is the shaman here?
It seems that the shaman is here, over there too.
I will look for the shaman, ignoring everyone else.
I will follow and ensure that John Action gets to where he needs to go and does not wander off trying to find the village women again.
Yeah, I go to First Warrior, Nadia Nassar.
Going towards the sigil of the warrior, that there is not a warrior there, so that's a problem.
Is the warrior lady not there?
First warrior is over here. The well.
I didn't realize we were actually on a map.
Yeah, you're in a map.
Because all I see is a white fucking...
Gonna have to refresh it.
I gotta say, probably gotta refresh.
Desert.
Because all I see is
Like the
white.
white sand.
Yeah, you might want to refresh.
Female tribesman, my lord. What
Come
happened last
this
time?
way.
Remember what happened last time?
Every night in my dreams.
Child with a stick that looks like he's a soldier.
I gotta figure out where the fuck I'm at.
I think I'm the only one that put down their token.
Oh, here we gotta post down Kai's character and
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just walking around looking for.
for dramatic effect.
Yep.
For all my friends get to where they need to go.
I forgot to make that a proper token. Okay. Yeah, I go to,
Guess I need to actually decide on a picture. Huh?
Sure, Elfina gets to wherever she's supposed to go.
Yeah, probably the mage, I would assume. They can decide later on.
There, alright. Didn't do anything stupid. I can trust these two, or I can trust Ifana not to do anything stupid. That's about it, really.
Ansari.
Sinawar, I'm sorry, may do things that are wrong.
I mean, she was the apprentice to the shaman.
Yeah, you noticed her during the ceremony of the night.
Well,
Wait, so
either
the
way,
shaman's not here, but his apprentice is.
Well, the shaman is at the tent over there. You can actually see her picture. Katish. And if you open up the supporting cast and go to the tribe, you can actually learn something about her.
I will do so.
That she is a combination of creepy and caring. I've yet to see the caring part, I've just seen the creepy part.
the first
For-
warrior has nothing on there.
I mean, she is
It's just
the
a blank
first warrior.
page with the picture of the warrior.
I guess I never updated it. But yeah, she is one of the most powerful warriors to come out of this little village.
One day I shall rival her.
So
You
you go
certainly
up
shall.
to the first warrior and she greets you. "Ah, greetings, young ones. Have you come to seek training from me?
Yes.
Very well. Follow me."
I'm not saying anything.
As she
Gonna-
leads you to the little oasis part.
Prepare for myself mentally to get my ass handed to me.
You see that little cliff there?
hmm
On top of it, there's
On with the river.
No, she points to this cliff here. On top of it,
Oh,
there's a set of sigils of the warrior. It is your task to claim it, and I shall train you for the path of the warriors.
There we go.
All you need to do is
my lord,
climb it
consider.
and bring it to me, and you will be accepted.
We're not doing this with my medium armor. I ain't climbing, buddy.
Now, which route will you take? Shall you climb it by your bare strength, or shall you be agile and jump between the rocks and get up to it?
My lord, I'm not a very agile young man, but I am fairly strong.
Well, I'm in a similar boat with you, although I can't say that I am of excess strength. Perhaps
Oh, Lord,
there's another
let's-
way. I like to
Can
scan
just-
the,
can we do
the
the-
pathway.
Can we do the army of two? We do that and just climb up there,
You gotta give him a boost. Yeah,
and then he grabs my hand when he gets up there.
yeah, that is definitely
Looking.
an option.
One, we shall succeed at anything, Lord.
We certainly shall. Alright.
On the way to your success, you can walk over my cold dead corpse.
You won't be dying on my watch.
Immediately keels over.
An arrow just pops into my neck.
Just.
Oh,
So close the rocks.
thanks, my lord. Or any other traps. I don't really trust this.
Well, I don't think we have a choice in the matter now, do we? No, I'm looking at something.
Walking behind us.
No, not walking behind you. I just.
It is,
There it is.
it is a dwarf. A red-headed dwarf. Crap out of us.
It's a mighty scale sheer surface.
This scares you right
This
behind
is,
you.
this
Ba-dum,
is
ba-dum.
this is like a rocky surface, so this wouldn't be a sheer surface.
You can use that if you want, or you can just give me a normal agility. But since you did declare that you are helping each other, you have a plus 20.
Well, that's
Thank
good.
God.
It is not a sheer surface, so it would not scale sheer surface, which
Yes.
makes no fucking sense here. So I'll just
Do
roll
not
it.
embarrass myself in front of the first warrior or my lord. Lord!
I absolutely cocked it up.
So, with a little bit of help from Holland One Justice, you managed to pull up not only yourself, but John Action up the little cliff side.
Lord.
You see me, like, get up, and I just start patting myself off. Almost lost my footing there.
I believe you did, my lord.
A lot steeper than I thought, but we must continue. Somebody is drawing some sort of ethereal text.
The text is appearing on the sand dunes. Perhaps this god that we keep speaking of has arisen.
It would appear as though the sand is at that time of the month.
A bit of work, and you made about halfway across the cliff as you see the sigils of the warrior some distance away from you, but it seems that they are covered by rocks. You could perhaps break these rocks or climb over them or squeeze through past them. Which would you prefer?
Okay, I'm going to attempt to, make the gap wider so that my lord may pass through.
Alright, you give me a weapon skill test.
Okay.
I'll give him a hand.
For helping.
Effort.
You can... So, it doesn't take you too long just bashing these rocks to make a bigger path for your lord. As you go to the little nest, you manage to get to the top as you see a basket full of sigils. You take one and you climb back down to the warrior.
How far is it down if I were to jump?
It's not that big of a jump, but you would definitely hurt your leg.
That.
I don't recommend that, friend.
As you say, my lord.
Might tear your leg quite up.
If it would oppress the village women, would it not be worth it?
As you get to the tribe warrior,
I see it every day of my life.
He looks at you and goes, teamwork and forcing your way through with brute strength. I like it. Well then, you have become warriors of the Yaluk tribe. Congratulations. The training will be tough, but I will be nice to you.
Alarm bells.
Smirk.
Alarm bells are going off in the back of my head.
Meanwhile, as you go into a combat area where you're taught for the in one-on-one combat, two-on-one combat, like the basic tactics of a warrior. Gain +2 to weapon skill and a +2 to strength.
Huzzah.
So, the dwarf, you are seeking help from Katesh, the village shaman. It seems that this generation has 3 mages. So, you approach her and she goes, "Cool, young one. How can I help you?"
I seek your wisdom in what paths you think that I must take.
Only now. Well, what are you seeking? Knowledge in potions? Knowledge in magic? What child can teach you? little one?
Knowledge and magic would be nice.
As you are a dwarf, you must have noticed that you might not have any affinity to magic. Yes,
This is
Walter?
true, but the knowledge alone can be worth power.
Very well. I have my books here in magic that the olden ones gifted generation to generation, as you're given this huge pile of just books about magic.
Okay.
How to mage for dummies.
Give me a straight up int check. Intelligence.
Let's hope he knows how to read.
Int.
That.
No modifier, right?
You know what? Since you have a couple of years, I'm gonna give you like a plus 20.
She locked you in that room for 20 years.
We used to read it. Oh my god, your
Jeez.
intelligence is 20?
No, I know what he did. I know what he did. He put a plus. Don't do that. It fucks the thing up.
Yeah, but reroll that, but just instead of plus 20, add 20.
I just put 20.
Into
Well,
Yeah,
like where it
when
says int.
when it says like add modifier, just put 20 in it.
I should not be smarter than you.
Okay, so click the int button, then when it pops up with modifier, just put 20 in.
Yeah.
20. There you go. Actually, you
Oh, that's
screwed up.
still really...
Nope, still the same.
Let me
The
see.
fuck
let
is
me
with
see.
your
My
intelligence?
int is pretty high.
Let me
It's
see,
at
let me see.
30.
It's your intelligence.
34.
Plus 20, 54. You barely fail.
There you go.
There.
You must have still
was
put
weird.
a plus in there instead of just. But yeah, for the next.
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
Plainly steer. Copyright for any
While I'm
copyright for anyone recording this. I'm sorry.
out of these books, I will be going over to the Scoutmaster and talking to them as well.
Mhm. For the next few years, you're taught the ways of magic as you know how to almost like sense magic now. What's the skill for sensing magic?
Magic sense.
Yeah, you gain free magic sense.
Dwarf
Nice.
has magic
I
sense.
can smell it.
Alright, so while I'm doing this, I would also be talking to the Scoutmaster, because as far as I'm assuming with Katesh, I'm learning out of books, mainly.
Yep.
Every once in a while, Katesh would probably talk to me, but other than that,
Yeah, she
I'm
like
probably
teaches you the ways of runes, but she's not a dwarf, so even she's not really like sure.
yeah. So from with her being not sure, I am also going over to the Scoutmaster as well.
Yep. Well, yeah. Most of the training is spent with Katesh, because learning from books is gonna take for years upon years, but with Katesh, once in a while you go out and help the party to kind of feed the...
I must tame the dogs of wars for the first warrior.
Don't forget to put the Mandalorians in the trash can.
As we skip a little few months, as you guys all are training by the Oasis. Actually, let me roll if this happens, since I made it a random. Yeah, it does happen.
Bum,
Oh, we're gonna get hit by
bum.
raptors again.
We're
It's
gonna
gonna be raptors again.
Yep.
You guys are training by the Oasis.
Gonna be Black Hawk Down all over
after training a few
I'm a
months.
drone.
And as you see, roll me perception.
It's nice knowing you, my lord. I need to find that.
I need to find that too.
There it is.
Okay, let's see if I can roll below 14.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Oh my god!
We see it.
Please tell me someone's recording this. I won't believe it later.
As you're,
Goodness gracious, great balls of fire.
as you two are
Girl's
parrying
got a
and
nice ass.
My lord, stop focusing on their butts.
as you two
I know, that's right.
are
Bigger
kind
picture,
of
bigger picture.
practicing your fencing and your sword skills, you see one of the childs quickly slip off the edge and fall as he yells, "Help! Help! Help!" as the tribe members are looking on, and he yells, "He can't swim!"
Child.
Well, I'd like to have you know, I'm actually trained in swim.
As the child looks up to you, "Help! I can't swim!"
I imagine we can just grab him.
He is some distance away, but there are two of you, so maybe you could like grab a hold of him and he could pull him up, or throw in a rope. Or
Grab on. I will grab on to. What will we be using? Strength?
I
hold him
can
close.
swim, guys.
Strength.
I can swim.
Oh, I am not with you, so.
Well, my lord, I will hold on to your clothes while you go swimming.
Yes.
Just imagine him stripped naked, and it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah,
did
toss
not
my leather
need to
jacket.
see
Yeah,
that.
yeah, like I toss my my
Oh,
leather
clothes,
jacket on the
what?
ground.
Now would we?
Yeah, I toss my leather jacket on the ground.
Oh, pick it
Dive
up
bomb
and dust it
in.
off.
Yeah, and says I set my weapons down, dive bomb in, try and grab the child.
Dust them off.
Now this is an oasis. The waters aren't rough.
Yeah, no.
This motherfucker just does not know how to swim. That's his own issue. I do.
Yeah,
I also
you
don't.
You have a bonus to swim, anyways.
Yeah. So what is the bonus?
20, because it's not because you're that tall, so you don't really need even.
I'm going to spend a fortune point. Because that was bad. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. You
That's
jump
the first
in,
swim check I've ever passed in any game ever.
You jump in and swim the child to safety. But
That
That's-
92 would have been horrific.
yes, it would have. You wouldn't have drowned,
Drowned.
but
You both
That kid would have.
as you look back as he's drying himself off, thank you, mister. You notice that the fence where the camels are gets broken down by age as the camels start slowly pouring out of the fencing.
Oh, come on. Stop this. Heinrich. Joe, not you two. Heinrich. Oh,
As they seem to be starting to wander off towards the premises as everybody's trying to stop them. But
Joe.
Well, that certainly happened.
so do you have animal care or animal charm or anything to do with animals?
Have animal training and animal care.
Well, let's see here. We have animal care, that's a basic. I don't have command, so I can't command it to quit doing what it's doing.
Do you want animal training or animal care? I have both.
Either one is fine.
I do have ride.
And you are friendly with this camel, so you get a plus 10.
I think I know what I'll do.
Am I using training or am I using care?
I get a
Care
plus 10.
would
you
probably
say?
be the more.
Gonna go well. It went well.
You actually
Heinrich,
know-
Joe, go back to your corrals.
You actually managed to calm them down because it seems that a bee stung them. So they managed to calm down and you direct them back to the fence as the camel
A
master
bee
looks-
stung them, and so they destroyed the fencing
as the
by
Camel
aging it
master
50
takes-
years.
as the camel master thanks you as we fade away once again as you continue during your training. It is your 18th birthday or so.
We impress the women with our acts.
You have reached your adulthood, as the chieftain hut has sent a message for you to come and meet him in his hut.
Alright.
This time.
Let's fly over there.
Lord, we talked about this. Flying is forbidden.
But this is quite
Do
an
that.
important skill to have. You know this.
Side and just real quick stop John. Like, so what did you do?
Nothing, I swear.
So the three of you, plus some others, are in the tent as he looks on you in his little chair and says, "Oh, good, you have arrived. It is your adulthood, so that means to become real adults. There are a few groups going out for their first hunt, and you have been assigned for one of these groups. And
What is the quarry?
we have heard of crickets that have been eating our food supplies recently. You go out and claim this quarry and bring it back."
Suppose it couldn't be too difficult.
Now, remember, each of you are supposed to finish off your own prey. You may assist, but the final blow must be for the... Ah, shit. Completely blanking out.
Elder, are you alright? Would you like some water?
Oh, yes, I had my thought was somewhere else, but please go out and keep this in mind.
Okay. So where is the I guess the farm, or farm, but the where our crops are at?
You are shown just outside of the village. There's the hut, but you see that the scoutmaster leads you to like a place that has the breadcrumbs are taking you. Pretty much.
I get the feeling these are not crickets like I know them.
Oh yes, crickets are quite small. And he's talking about felling them like they're a large beast.
Please stay behind me and my shield.
You know, it's times like these I wonder if our chief has gone mad.
Old and tired.
Yeah, that isn't. The scoutmaster. There you go. Let me change him into a token layer. Change you into this map. You can post your little own tokens there if you want.
Lord, I feel like this is going to be very interesting, if not possibly fun.
It's
And we'll
okay.
failing.
It is incredibly hot today, though.
Yes, it is hot as it always been ever since you came to this little oasis.
Why the desert's always so hot, but it just is.
Anyways,
I rolled initiative.
Holy shit.
Was piss poor.
let me actually add you to the initiative list.
I guarantee you, most of you are going to go faster than me. I was wrong.
And medium armor should not be going faster.
Anyways, noise. You see a group of 3 crickets who are eating on your bags of supplies as the Scoutmaster looks at them and says, well, there's your quarry.
Gnome crickets. Point where I just stop at them, or do I stab them?
Alright, we're missing one of the person's initiative, and also the cricket's initiative.
We need Soul's initiative, and then we need the crickets.
Soul?
Am I smashing or stabbing? We're going first.
Am I actually going first? How the fuck did that happen?
5.
Let's put you a little closer. There we go. So, with a quick foot, John Action pulls out its blade and is ready for combat.
I'm gonna charge.
I like how the
forward
dwarf
there.
is way far back.
Well, he is a raised character, I think.
One can only hope.
That I'm actually going second to last, so I have to get closer.
I missed.
Unfortunately, the small cricket is way different from sparring with one justice, so you miss.
Who's been training the fucking crickets?
Apparently, I've not trained him well enough, or trained with him well enough.
You see this cricket jump out and leap at you with a charge and tries to bite at you,
Lord!
and unfortunately misses. You see this one all out attacking you, and don't question how that works, and misses.
Work.
And you see this last one over here. They can move. There's agility is 2, so they can move full move 4 and charge of 8, I believe. Yeah, he can't quite move.
I do the crickets have the same agility as me.
They are overgrown crickets, but they are slow as hell.
Obviously, I'm charging the one that dared to attack my lord. What's the charge bonus? 20?
Yeah.
10.
Oh, I thought it was 20.
Oh yeah, it's 10. The all-out attack is the all-out attack is 20. What am I saying?
You hit, and it cannot dodge or parry.
Assume it dies.
Let's see. He has a top.
Probably should have been rolling attack for my weapon rather than weapons.
Oh yeah, Marcus. Something I learned is that unless you have a parrying weapon or a shield, you have to enter a parrying stance as a half action before you can attempt to parry.
But yeah, you managed to take out your weapon and cut this cricket's head off in your first swing. It seems you are more capable of fighting smaller targets.
One with the blade. The blade is one with me.
So, it's not your turn.
Soul will now.
Is growling.
Soul will now
Let's go.
send the magical nuke.
Upon the enemy.
Well, he moved.
Hear you, Soul, if you're saying something.
I think he moved, and that was it. Unless he aped.
We perhaps restrain it. Would you like me to restrain the
I hit it
cricket,
in the head.
Lord?
I hit it in the head. 5 damage.
Unfortunately, your flail slightly damages it, but It seems that the cricket seems to be still standing.
Yeah. I mean, my weapon doesn't do a lot of damage. It's got a -2 to it.
This cricket is gonna all-out attack you. And this one over here is unfortunately gonna charge soul. Let's see. Miss. One justice. You have claimed your kill. You could very well now claim your prize, but shall you assist?
I don't. I will stand here. Is there a stance for guard, like block? So if he's about to get hit, can I block it?
I think that's a full action, man.
Can I do that?
Nah, you would need a full action, I believe. Let me see.
Action.
Disengage, charge action, cast, aim, ready. Reload, stand attack, swift attack, use skill. All
Would be a ready action.
Defensive stance is a full action delay. I guess you could delay.
The action to defend my lord.
Fainted.
Then I will. I'll use a fortune so I can move here, so I can actually do it, and then I will. Defensive formation with the, delayed action to the moment he.
Yeah, targets attack.
Like my lord and his noble visage, I'll be able to protect him.
All right. So, you have a small, a medium-sized cricket in front of you. What shall you ever do?
Motherfucker keeps falling out.
Indeed.
Just want to make sure I'm doing this right. So if I roll to attack something, I take my main thing, whatever it is, then add the bonus, and then add the bonus if I've got any bonus to the weapon itself.
Yeah, I think. So, yeah, roll for weapon skill, and if you aimed, you have a +10. If you did something else, you have a different bonus.
51, 61. 61 to punch it in the face.
Say, I expect that she's just going to stop the damn thing.
Jesus.
Fail.
Unfortunately, you barely miss it.
Better than I previously thought.
You kinda scratch its cheek.
Knowing that I'm going to miss it, I'll flip it off on the way past.
Oh.
What the heck's going on?
You know what? I'll spend another fortune point.
Might as well.
I mean, it was several years since the last time I fucking spent it. Therefore, I have all 3 back. There we go. I hit it.
Yeah, that is. With that, I believe it is. Yeah, you managed to bash its brain in, and it falls dead.
Oh, bash its brain in. I have a fucking foil, Marcus.
Well done, my lord.
This is not a bludgeon weapon.
Fair enough. You stab
It's
it
a
in its
stabby
brain,
weapon.
and it drops dead.
There you go.
You claim
Perhaps
your
one day you may
prize.
actually kill us in one strike.
This one is gonna aim at you and try and bite and miss.
I will laugh at its patheticness.
They only have 20% chance to hit.
I was honest, I was kind of rooting for the crickets to take out the noble who charged ahead.
You realize that they have no chance to take you.
Well, they can all-out attack and have a 40% chance of hitting instead of a 20%.
Anyways, one justice.
Do I have popcorn?
You're just gonna wait and see what happens between the two duel. Alright.
I mean, I'll go over here and watch in case she somehow manages to get herself killed or knocked unconscious, but I'm not allowed to take the kill from her, and frankly, I imagine she'd find that insulting if I took the kill from her. Or even helped her.
Probably end up trying to punch you.
Alright, it's your turn.
Render my aid to someone who would not appreciate it, and will probably harm me.
Jesus.
You just wanna spend a fortune point to reroll that?
No.
You're just gonna duel this until you finally
Yep,
succeed.
I'm going to duel this thing until it is dead.
Alright,
This is what happens when a scribe is fighting.
Sean? Are you also
Well.
gonna go and watch him from the sideline?
Well, I mean, he was very clear as to what, he was very clear as to the nature of, like, we can't deliver the felling blow, however we can help. So...
I would not interfere if I were you, my lord.
Well, I'm not going to interfere. I want to see if there's something I can do to provide assistance. I cannot blather at the fucking beetle.
Yeah,
Like, goddamn
course.
wrestler.
you can always yell and try to distract.
I was about to say, I can bash my shield.
Oh, blather is a different. Oh, I mean, I can't distract it with blather. That's not an animal.
Yeah, it has listed off willpower of a dash. So 0. It has no willpower.
You know, I know exactly what I could do.
Yell at it.
I know exactly what I can do.
Seduce it.
Let's test opposed weapon skill. I attempt to grapple it.
Alright. He has...
My lord.
Get grappled, son.
Alright, you grapple it.
Alright, there's no chance you can fuck this up.
Hit you in the head.
It's gonna try and struggle out of your grapple. And keeps failing.
It's gonna fucking fail.
One justice is still watching. Alright.
So
Quickly,
because
you
got a
have a
grapple-
plus 20 to hit it.
Oh, that comes in 82 modifier. I swear to God, if I miss.
You hit it in the fucking head.
You hit it in the fucking head.
Our scribe is not very scribe-like.
Okay, it is not letting me do damage.
It's knuckle dusters.
Mm-hmm.
What's your strength?
It'd be a +4.
Okay, so you be rolling a d10 plus 1. So roll that.
Ow.
It's left with 1 damage.
Are you kidding me?
It has 8 wounds.
You probably knocked it out.
Oh yeah, it's
Like
fucking
fatigue damage.
unconscious.
It's now helpless. Just roll damage again.
Quick.
Yeah,
Quick.
I will
grab it
touch
and
roll
say, "This is
damage
now my
again and double it.
kill your pet. Are you kidding me?
This is now my pet.
Kill it.
He's just not gonna do it.
Are you gonna defy your tribe elders? Order?
I mean, I guess technically the tribe chief said bring it back as a trophy, so he didn't say anything about
Exactly.
Hey, listen, I did everything I could to provide assistance without taking the kill from the individual person. I walked up and grappled something.
This cricket.
Yes.
This mutated cricket is now my pet.
You gave it a damn concussion.
Well, I guess roll animal care.
You know what? I'm gonna see how. Alright.
Try and charm it.
It lost 7 int permanently.
But the point is, I got a pet now.
So
could not revive it.
you drag your corpses
Quarry.
back to them. Yeah, quarry back to them.
I'm
Try.
curious to just see what
back to King Jigaboo.
Anyways, as you come back, it is once again slightly dark, as you see almost like firework going off and joyous music going on in the background of the village. It seems that they are celebrating of you coming back with your quarry. You see many other hunters that are coming back. You see even some familiar figures. The whole oasis has been covered by lighting up candles and chanting as they are doing like almost a greeting. As you're led into the shaman's hut where there is the campfire. As she comes, welcome. With your quarry. Sit Bundy. This is the campfire of destiny. Now, as she takes you up your quarry and breaks their neck and draws
my pet! But my pet!
Draws blood into some goblets and puts her hand.
I worked hard for that.
Puts her. She puts her finger into the goblet as she draws tribal markings on your head. 3
I'm
stripes.
rejecting this. No. If she killed my pet, I walk out.
Oh, I will try and charm her to stay.
Well, give it a good old go. Well,
Please stay, won't you, my lady?
Fuck you. She murdered my pet.
the charm has spoken.
Anyways, as you
Resist
draw
the
these
fire.
markings, she hands over the goblet and says, "Drink."
It's poison, so I will drink it.
You drink as you feel an odd warm feeling in your stomach, as you almost feel refreshed, even you were slightly tired after the fight. As
I
the
know, a weak little shit.
In my head, I am thinking, this shaman's a bitch.
She's not caring at all.
So, you have become full adults. Now, you are given a group and a task. What shall you achieve in your future? You three shall join forces with these fine adults as they have proven themselves worthy.
Like, I know my goal is to
As
get a better pet than the one that you
shows-
murdered.
And she shows the rest of the party who are unfortunately NPCs at this point.
Yeah, they're suffering from a serious case
Oh,
of
inbreeding.
PC-itis.
As the village
They've
elder,
also got a little plutonium on them, you know, just
as the village elder says to your new party, your job will be to find the object called Crown of Sorcery. As the session fades to black.
so if that's it, my character is literally walking out, going back to where she found the crickets, and she's going to fight and punch another cricket.
I will to make sure that she does not kill herself.
Like, she will spend the entire night out there finding a
Fighting the
cricket.
crickets.
So, yeah.
Oh my god.